I believe we're live. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I think we're about to appear, even though we're a couple of minutes late. The joys of technology. They'll have to forgive us. As soon as this appears on here,
There we
I'll
are.
edit this. There you go. I'll edit this so we can save our notifications working correctly.
And Erin already asked, could she have a card, but I don't know what her question is.
Erin's cooking on gas then. She's like super fast. Tell your friends.
I'm cold.
You know what? We've been just slaving away and not realizing that things do get cold. All right, Gilda. Gilda would love a question. Question, should I trade my vehicle now or wait until later? Thank you both for your time.
All right. Savannah.
So, I'm a car dealer.
Well,
Erin wants to know, what can I know? What can I know?
all right. We'll do Erin
Career.
first.
Career. She wants to know about career.
Okay, Savannah, Amber, and Robert.
Well, we're waiting for everybody to appear because we'll just do a little preamble.
Okay.
So you guys that are joining us, please know that we're going to try and do about
40, and that's usually
40
the max.
readings. That's about all we can do before we fall over.
And if Robert, Amber, or Savannah have a question, please ask us because
Yes,
we'll focus on that.
you can ask for a card in the chat. If you have a question, ask it at the same time, so we don't have to go back and ask you, do you have a question?
Right, scrolling back is really hard.
Yeah, because it starts to fly. And the other thing, shamelessly, our shameless plug, although we do this entirely for free, and we're grateful to give back to our community, we would ask, with the greatest of love and respect, that perhaps maybe you could find it in your heart to throw us a super chat on YouTube. And if you do, we'll shove the super chat to the top of the list.
My pen just died.
All right.
Are
Well,
you
you
kidding?
keep talking about super chats and
All right.
scrounging money off people, and I'll
So-
find you a pen.
Peggy, how it works is you can ask a question or you can just ask for a card. If you just ask for a card, we're just going to give you the general reading of the card.
I'm going to go get your water too, because there's one and a spare, all right? And I know you'll be wanting water. So let me give you some.
Okay, so over here we've got Pam. Okay. And Amber wants changes to be told. Peggy, it's your first time. If you want a card, let us know. And if you have a question, let us know. Same with Robert. If you want a card, let us know. And let us know the question. And I've got you, Anita. So as soon as he comes back, we'll get started.
We're trying to get organised. They had a pen that died, but hey, we can play.
Oh my God, it always is whatever can try to make you crazy.
Your water, my lady.
All right, my lord. So why don't you start with Erin and her career?
Erin's career.
And Sudu and Sparky.
Oh, no, I think Pam as well, in case you
I got her.
Okay, because I don't know, because I've not been looking. All right then, so we're looking for Erin's career?
Yep.
What you got? Whatever it is, it
You
works.
work hard. Self-employed.
Oh, yeah. You know what? This is actually very much creating and hanging your own shingle. So maybe it's about time you did. This very much is, there's nothing wrong with your work ethic. You've got it going on there. You can get yourself out of bed in the morning. You can do what's necessary. You actually apply yourself very well. So this good, this is good. So we're assembling our wares outside the city gates at this time. And maybe we're going to bimble into the city and
Focus on doing what you love.
Yeah, and making a shilling or two, because I believe that's very much on the cards for you. So I see you being gainfully self-employed here, doing what you love. But you got to work at it, because it is work. This is not just a, whatever. This is, if you intend to make a serious living out of it, you got to do it seriously. All right.
All right. Gilda
All
wants
right.
to know about trading in her car. If I get the Chariot for you, I'm going to
Oh,
laugh.
that's going to be hilarious, isn't it?
Oh, I have the Queen of Wands. Well, this card is
This is not going to work for
the
you.
Leo card, and it's usually the kind of like shiny new kid.
I like shiny kit.
But I think that maybe now is not quite yet the time. I'm going to say to you, if you can hold on through the holidays...
We got a super chat!
If you can hold on through the holidays, Gilda, and work at it more towards the beginning of the year, you might get a leftover model that is really spiffy or that somebody ordered and couldn't afford, and I think you'll come out a lot better. So I would say don't make your move too soon. Okay.
So Anita
Robert,
jumps. Anita jumps. If you have a question, Anita, please fire it in there.
She does.
She does.
I've got it.
All right. Well, she gets up to the top of the
everyone.
list because she's just thrown as a.
Mike. Oh, okay. Robert is. Oh, so Anita is going next.
I'm assuming this is Anita, right?
Yes. So
yes.
she wants to know. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Anita.
That's wonderful.
Anita would like to know
grateful.
if her travels in November, how her travels are going to be in November.
Is it me? Is it me?
Yep.
Let's have a look for you, Anita. Oh my goodness gracious me! Listen, you. There is a limit to how much advice any sane person can accept. And I think you're surrounded with people giving you lots of advice at this moment in time. And I want to say this, opinions honestly are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. And they're not frightened about giving it to you right now, Anita. I think, you should really do this. You should really do this. So I think what you need to do at this moment in time is separate yourself from the madding crowd, listen to your heart, and think about what is it that you actually want to do. Yeah? What do you want to do? And then just go with that. Because I think sometimes you can get too much information and too many opinions and too much guidance, and especially when it starts to conflict. Oh, no, you shouldn't do this. No, you should do that. No, you shouldn't. No, you should do this. It's, take it easy. And Skittle, you will be getting locked up right now, okay?
So, Anita, I think that there may be some struggles and difficulties, but I think if you do what your heart tells you, you'll be okay.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Basically, listen to your heart.
Right. Don't listen to everybody else's you should, you could, you would, blah, blah. Do what you think you want to do.
We apologise for the sudden tremor in the force there. Skittle nearly knocked the camera over.
Yeah, she's a little silly tonight.
She is just so self-absorbed.
So, Maria, I don't know if you want a card or not. Please let us know. Go away.
I'm sorry.
Lisa, are you okay? I'm a little stressed today, to be honest, Amber. We have about 40 full-time jobs, and it gets a little tricky sometimes. And
not enough hours
I'm doing my best. Anyway, Savannah wants to know about next month in general. So that's...
Anita, you're very, very welcome. And thank you so much for the super chat. It's very kind of you.
All right, Savannah, I think you're going to have a lot of choices to make regarding like Thanksgiving, holidays, family gatherings, this kind of thing. Part of you wants everybody to be together. I know there's some births coming and everything like that. But the other part of you is like, it's just not safe. We have to do something to scale it down and be with smaller groups, something like that. So I see you kind of having to be mother hen and make a lot of really tough decisions. But I know you got this. All right.
Pam's saying you need to take it easy, no more Hotel Vasa. No, we're doing good. We're doing really good. Physically, we're doing good. We're just very focused today, so we might look like we're like crazed and running around all over the place, and we just
you're
both
next.
of us forgot to drink anything.
Yeah,
today,
but now see it's quarter up, so let's.
So we're doing. We're good. We're doing.
All right,
we're doing,
you're
we're
up
doing.
with
Chill.
Amber. Amber wants to know what changes are on the horizon.
You get a free cat, Amber, and her name is Skittle. Changes for you. Okay. So this is an interesting card for me. This is very much, the whole world literally is in your hands. But there's a couple of things that are still very much up in the air that you need to really think about bringing down to earth. We've got one grounded here, but this one's still, an idea is well, what do you call it? An idea without a plan is just a wish, okay? And I think we've got some great ideas and we've got lots of potential going on here. but you need to try to bring it down and ground it. And, the plowed field there, a lot of potential, a lot of opportunity for you here, but you've got to bring it into fruition. And I think it needs to come into the physicality, work it out, plan it out, do some good research if necessary, do some market research or whatever it is that you need to do to give you the information you need to start really hatching a good plan. Because I think the change will occur when you make it happen. Yeah. So don't be passive. Don't be like a passenger in your own life. This is up to you, and it's for you. You've got opportunity. You've got potential. You've definitely got the ability to make this happen. You've just got to make it happen. Okay.
Savannah says yes. First baby is due on Thanksgiving weekend. All right. Next up is
Pam. Skittle is the source of our stress. She is not so much over today trash things. She will not get down.
Mike with a health question. So I'm going to do Mike's health question.
Good evening, Valerie. If you want a card, please ask. Okay. For those guys joining us, the way it works, please put your question in the chat if you're looking for a card. If you can find it in your heart and you're watching this on the Tube of You, we are raising money tonight for Celtica, so please do think about throwing us a super chat.
And Yvette asked how can she make a donation on Facebook, and I just sent her over to Celtica.org.
All right, there you go.
All right.
Perfect.
So this is for Mike. It's a health question. Mike, I'm going to say you may need a second opinion. And I know this may sound odd, but I feel like something that's going on inside of you has to do with the endocrine system.
Ooh,
or
it's a bit hormonal.
Yeah. So I don't know what kind of aged person you are, or if you recently did a big diet change, or what's going on with you. But I feel like a second opinion and balancing out something. You might say, oh, well, when I was younger, I took a lot of protein drinks and I did a lot of bodybuilding, and now I've stopped taking that medication, or whatever it is, something in the endocrine system, something's out of whack. I mean, it could be diabetes, but I really think it has more to do with hormonal stuff, and get a second opinion.
Oh, I love it. We're getting some really good feedback from people as well.
So
Erin says, Anton, you guys were dead on. I'm a business owner. I'm expanding and I'm so excited. Well, good for you. Good for you. Nothing wrong with your work ethic there. And Sparky, thank you so much for the super chat.
Sparky
That's wonderful.
Jumps the queue.
You
She's
get
next.
to jump the queue. So what
and
was
her
Sparky's
question was a love question.
When love comes to town, I'm going to ride that train. It's what? Let's have a look. Oh, hello.
Oh, well, I would take
you're
them
going to
both.
take both because the one threw itself out. Hey, these are pretty good.
They're 2 of the 4 serious relationship cards.
These are pretty damn bloody good. So yeah, we've got the Lovers Here card, which it does kind of indicate we're talking about love. But I think what's important for you here is it's important to maintain your own identity in this relationship. I think that's key, and I think that's really indicated. Understand a partnership is just that. It's when 2 individuals join together, not to, one doesn't try and assimilate the other. One doesn't try and say, oh, you've just got to be everything I expect you to be. What music do you like? Whatever music you like, my lord. No, it doesn't work like that. Notice these people, they're looking in opposite directions. Very much this is the nuptials, if you will. But they're looking in opposite directions. They're looking to their own people. They're looking to maintain their own identity. And there's a wonderful thing which I got pointed out to me because I didn't see it. There's actually a bridge on this card, which is wonderful. So it's about bridging the gaps between you, but by the same token, being very much the individuals, and working shoulder to shoulder, standing shoulder to shoulder, not trying to be everything to somebody else, not expecting somebody else to be everything to you. It's very much about that individuality, and that way you've got enough space to you both choose to be together, and that's a wonderful thing. So I think that's key in this relationship for you. All right. And I don't know, but I'm going to give you the old Welsh wisdom there. other Ben with bond. Another, you know, he or she who would be a leader must first be a bridge. So if you're looking for things to happen, make the route available to it. Which way do these go? I don't want to box them. So there you go.
All right, Mike says he'll be 58 on Tuesday. Well, happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike.
And yeah.
T would like to be added to the list.
I think a new perspective would be a good thing, T. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to say before we get in any deeper is, if you're watching, listen to everybody else's reading, because many times there's kind of like a hive mind or a group mind thing that comes into the session that we're doing. And things that we're talking about to other people may be something that works or is significant for you. So you may indeed get a message in someone else's message. Not every single message is for you, but there might be something that we talk about that you go, oh, hang on a minute. I've kind of had that on the back burner too. I'm going to think about that.
Yeah, it's almost like a group kind of thing, isn't it? It's like this, you know, it's the oversoul, the overreading, if you will.
All right. So Peggy is up next with a general.
She wants to be a general? She
would like a general reading, please. Don't confuse me or whisper.
So this is me, and I'm reading Peggy and just a general whatever, yeah?
Well, didn't you just read Sparky?
I think I did, so it's you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're all confused.
Peggy General, the sun. Awesome. This is about a rebirth and moving forward in a very positive way. So even though we're going into the dark time of the year and it gets dark very early and there's almost this kind of like grieving process that we were talking about on Elevensies,
Yep.
I feel like you are already focused on the light returning. You're already focused on the next project. And I feel a lot of positive energy for you and a sense of rebirth, that kind of Aries, Mars, get it done energy. So I think right now is a fantastic time for you. You have this little extra push going.
Who is that for?
Peggy.
Peggy. All right.
Right?
Sudu asked, did I miss my turn? No, you didn't miss your turn.
No,
everybody goes in order.
Everybody goes in order, and I'll call out your name before it's your turn. If
you're in a mad rush, throw us a super chat. You can jump the queue. Ha ha. All right.
Next is Pam.
Yes.
And Pam is saying that she'll take either a love and answer about reconciliation or something to do for her mom. So you can decide by the card you get what its answer is.
Well, I don't know. You know, that's when you ask two questions. How do you get one answer? Let's have a look. I think this applies to both. I think sometimes the smart thing to do is do nothing. Seriously. Mm-hmm. I think sometimes you can overcorrect. You can almost squeeze the soap so hard in your hand in the bath, you know, it shoots straight out of your hand.
I know it's your turn, but I really have to say something that's coming in for Pam, and I'll let you jump on me.
No, go for it, please.
Pam, I feel like this is answering both, and I want you to recognize that there are 3 swords here, and the 3 of swords is the card that life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. So those 3 swords are disrupting you, disrupting your household, disrupting your love life, disrupting your your mom's life. Those are the swords of disruption from the 3 of swords. But you're golden if you let yourself rest and see what's really happening and not get sucked into all the crap that's being thrown at you.
So to what exactly Lisa says, but take it one step forward. Rest and recuperation is the way to go here. Sometimes the smart move, do nothing, Pam. And really doing nothing is your... Doing nothing is actually doing something, because I think you've been over-correcting, over-compensating, over-fretting or whatever, and you're actually causing more problem. Leave alone. It's almost like, I want to say, you know, like if you're driving a high-sided vehicle and the wind catches you and you start to soar at the wheel to try and correct it, you can flip the vehicle over. But if you just ease up and let it come back to its equilibrium, you know, don't overcorrect. Things sort themselves out. They have a way of doing that. So I think for you, the advice right now, do nothing. Chill. Relax. Yeah, maybe definitely chill. Put some good music on. take a breath, spend a bit of time on allowing yourself to come back to center, come back to your place of peace and power, because you're gonna be able to make a difference. But at the moment, I think you're overdoing it, overthinking it, overcompensating, overfretting it. Chill, all right? See what I'm saying?
All right.
All right.
Next, I have.
I gotta get these in the right
Sudo.
order.
Don't worry about it. I'll fix them later.
All right.
Sudo. Sudo, it is your turn.
It is your turn
Sudo,
now.
don't miss your turn. Sudo.
Just general.
Just general.
Just general.
This is for Sudo.
That's how you pronounce it. If it's
know.
Welsh, it could be city.
It could be city.
Mm.
Yes, it could be city. Yes. Anyway, city or Sudo. This is your card, the Queen of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Off in some other land. I equate this card to the Queen of Pentacles in my head.
I love it. I love it.
So I think that if you really take a minute, you have the answers. You have the answers right in your lap. You see how there's this hidden scroll here in her lap, and the Queen of Pentacles has that pentacle card in her lap, the little pentacle in her lap. Stop looking for answers outside of you and ask yourself what is inside of you. And you already know what you should be doing. And then you get tied up in what you could be doing or what people might think is popular or whatever. Do what's inside. You already have the answers.
Cool.
Maureen, it's not too late. Do you have a question? And next up is Robert with career.
Hello, Robert. Let's have a look. Let's see what we got for you, Robert. Hangman. I think for you, you need to take a different perspective for what you're looking at it. A reevaluation here. I think you feel maybe a little blocked at this moment in time. I wouldn't say bordering on disenfranchised, but I think you don't get the recognition which you deserve. And I think you need to reevaluate your position. Not necessarily contemplate a change in position, but reevaluate how people can perhaps reevaluate you, So this guy ostensibly was Odin, and he received enlightenment by tying himself upside down, hanging himself from the tree of Yggdrasil. And he received the enlightenment, which was the runes. But, sometimes if you just look at something straight on, you can't see what it is that you're dealing with. And you can find your view obscured. And it's almost like, I can't see the forest. There's this bloody tree in the way. Cutting the tree down isn't going to help you. You need to maybe step back a bit, gain a broader perspective. And then when you go back in, you get a better idea of what you're dealing with. Oh, this is a forest. I get it now. So for you, you might want to just alter your perspective. Lisa always says, and she's probably got a trademark on this, you can only see from where you're standing. You only see from where you're standing. So you need to actually physically move to alter your perspective, change your perspective. And I think you get a clearer idea of where you're going, because I think you feel as much mentally blocked as physically blocked at this stage.
Eileen, yes, you can have a card. If you have a question, please ask. Okay, next up is Yvette.
City, you're most welcome. Or Sudo, however you
Yvette,
pronounce it.
who would like to know about her house hunt.
Your gig. That's you.
Look at this.
That'll do.
I think this is the world is your oyster kind of energy.
That'll do.
I think you can manage to find just the right place for you. What I'm going to say to you is sometimes when we are shopping in general for something, whether it's small or large, like a pair of shoes or a home, we have an idea in our mind of what we want it to be. And sometimes there isn't an exact. And we do have to move a little bit. Like, we wanted a black pair of shoes, but this really dark gray pair feels so comfortable. We'll make that amendment. And for you, I think that you have your specs in mind, but I almost want to say widen your search just a little bit, because if you added just 5 minutes to that drive, you might find just the perfect, comfortable place. So I know you're searching in a certain particular area, but if you could widen that search just a little bit, you might find the most comfortable place.
How cool is that? That's not a bad card, though.
Hi, Angela. If you want a card, let us know. Please let us know if you have a question.
Hello, Raphael. If you want a card, please let us know. If you have a question, if you want a card. Also, if you guys are watching us on the Tube of You, please be aware, and I'm sorry for the blatant plugs, but we are, whilst we're doing this for free to give back to our community, we are trying to raise some money for our very special project called Celtica. If you go to celtica.org, you can find out all about it. If you find it in your heart to throw us a super chat, doesn't matter, whatever you can. Please, we'd love it. Thank you. Who we got?
Well, Lynn is next on the list, but she didn't ask a question, so I'd say general for her.
Well, no question. You're just going to get an answer. Who knows what it will be? We're quite accustomed to that. Okay. So this is actually an interesting card then, Lynn. For you, I think you're dealing with an awful lot right now. Like, there's all sorts of stuff popping up in front of you. But honestly, there is nothing here that you cannot handle. And if we look, this individual is literally towering over those, maybe you're playing a game of whack-a-mole or whatever you call it, but you've got this. You have so got this. And here's something which I think is really cool. If we note, the back foot here is a boot, but the forefoot, the where we're moving to, the front foot, is actually a shoe. So this does indicate to me that there's probably...
What the hell is it with shoes?
I don't know. Shoes. Well, it must be Pisces or something. I don't know. But this does indicate, an improvement in status or station in life, without doubt. So I think things are going good for you, but you've got a lot on your plate. But there's nothing here that you can't handle. You're having to do a chart for right now, aren't you?
Moon in Cancer.
Well, that's all about home, and shoes are comforting too. They are. So yeah, they keep us safe and all that fun stuff. So yeah, not bad. Don't lose it. There's nothing here you can't handle. Nothing at all. And if you can see this through and stay with it, you're gonna win the race, shall we say?
All right. Next up is Maria C, because we have a Maria C and a Maria T.
All right.
So this is Maria C, who would like some advice for her long-term marriage.
Did we get Valerie on the list?
Yep.
We did. Okay.
She's coming.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I know you're trying to look at both, so I admire you for that. I get lost. All right.
Can I go?
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Fine.
All right.
So Maria, this is sometimes a minor legal matter. Now, I don't feel that this is a divorce. That's, more like the justice card, big time legal matter. But I think that there are some things that need to be discussed and gotten sorted out. Like maybe it's time for you guys to make your wills, or maybe there are some things that you guys are going to work together to come to terms with, like purchasing a property or selling a property. There seems to be some legal things going on with decisions being made to do with finances and retirement and just things like that in general. So I'm going to say, do your best to work together, even if you have different ideas about what's best. I do feel there is a lot of respect here. And if there's respect, there can be love. So I think that this relationship is far from over or finished. There are just some things that, like, you're coming to that next milestone in the relationship of things that have to be taken care of. And I think that a lot of this work will be done over the winter. Okay.
Good time for introspection.
Lynn says thank you. She's going to kick off her shoes and run barefoot.
Well, here you go. Nothing wrong with that.
And now this is Livia for an in general.
Okay. Livia. Or Olivia, or whoever it is.
Eileen, can you make your question a little clearer? I'm really sorry. I don't understand what that means.
All right. So I like this card. This card to me also indicates that I'm dealing with an old soul. There are three potentials of these because each one of them has pyramids on that. And that's, for me, it's just my little thing. It's not by any stretch of imagination an official reading of the card or an accepted sort of reading of the card. But this tells me that. So, old soul, about time that you started to listen to yourself a little more and stop second guessing yourself. This is a really great card. And this is, there's a lot of movement in this card. The horse has got both feet up. Knights are very much about messengers. But I think you've got like mixed messages coming through. And that mixed messages side of things is, I think you wind up second guessing yourself over things where you bloody well know what the answer is in the first place. And when you get to the other side, you say, I knew that. Why am I, getting myself all knotted up over that? So I think just try to chill. Trust your intuition. Trust your heart. Trust your gut. Listen to those two, and you'll know what is the route forwards, And I think sometimes, again, like from the very first card we pulled tonight, which was the 5 of Wands, if I remember rightly, that's about like so much information being thrown around all over the place that it starts to get really confusing. Well, I don't know if it was the first card, but I remember it. But I feel this again for you is more about, just taking the time to assimilate the information, distill it, sieve it through, but most importantly, listen to your gut and your heart, and go with that. And I think, there's an awful lot of inspiration. You've got great ideas that can flow freely if you stop tripping yourself up. You know what I mean? If you stop second guessing yourself and go, oh, I'm not sure I should do it. No, oh no, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, bugger. I don't, the Struts did a great song called It Could Have Been Me. Don't let that be you. Could have been me. Don't want to look back and say, could have been me. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
All right. I'm up next with Maria T, the other Maria. And this Maria didn't ask a question. She just wanted a card. So this is for Maria T. Oh, boy. There are a little bit of challenges here. Brown, the color brown in the tarot represents gifts and possessions. So for you, I feel like there's something going on with making decisions about downsizing or what really is a need. It's funny because we were talking this morning about this too, about all the stuff that we have, and we pack it into a storage unit, and then we have to pay for that stuff, and we pay more to store this stuff than the stuff is worth.
Not even the stuff we've forgotten we've got.
Yeah. So I feel like, Maria, there's something going on for you regarding stuff and dealing with your stuff. And it could be in a physical level, but it could also be an emotional level too. But I feel like for you, there's some kind of purging that you're building up your fortitude to tackle. And I think good luck with that. I think you're going to do all right.
Ginger gave us an oh wow, which is Pam. So I don't know. I hope that was good.
Hers, so that was the 8 of Pentacles.
Yeah. No, that's
you're up for Valerie with a general reading.
Hello,
Olivia
Valerie.
said thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome very much. You're welcome. General reading. Oh, look, another night. Lots of messages today. If we'll have the wit to listen. And I think this is very much messages of the heart. It's a very mercurial card. It's a dead giveaway. You've got wings on the shoes and wings on the helmet, But this, to me, I think this was our card of the day today. And moreover, I think it was our card of the day yesterday. So this card is like front and center right now. And it very much is about listening to messages of the heart, I think, emotional communication. I say that because we have definitely the cups here. I don't know why, but I feel that also this can be something to do with email for you, or some form of electronic communication. So just, you might have missed something. You want to go back and trawl through your spam box, maybe. There's probably something you're looking for there that you think didn't get sent, but did. So, I don't know, there's lots of good stuff here. And again, you know, that sometimes don't get sucked into the humdrum of the craziness of the world around us. Sometimes, you know, spend a bit of time in nature. Go to church, young lady. Go to church.
To nature.
For nature is your church. So spend some time there and allow yourself just to settle and regroup. And I think it'll be hugely good for you.
All right, Diane, I have your reworded question, and I'm going to ask Eileen again. If you're still hanging out, Eileen, can you word your question a little bit clearer? Because the way it looks, I think you're asking about moving and taking an extraterrestrial with you. So if that's what you want to ask, okay. But I think I missed something in the translation. All right.
Pam says, the Seven of Swords is a card I'm often uncertain of how to read. Learning things tonight. Do you know what? I don't know if we have had the Seven of Swords tonight, did we?
Yeah, I just read it. What's coming toward me in November? Lucy. Okay.
There you go. All right, Lucy, you're on the list.
All right, so I'm up now with...
See, I don't know what's going on anymore. I've no wit.
Well, it's okay. You're paying attention to what you're doing,
Good.
not what I'm doing, and vice versa.
That'll
so
work,
unless somebody slams me to jump in, I'm going to leave you alone. But now, I am up with T. So T, it is your turn. And you wanted to know about career. So T, what in terms of your career is happening? And Jasmine, if you want a card, let us know.
Mm-hmm. And she's playing catch up on everything. I gotta hand it to her. You've got this going on.
T.
I'm just bloody hopeless.
5 of Swords.
Yes.
I think the first thing I have to say to you is never, ever allow yourself to feel defeated, right? You may be applying all kinds of places and you may have gotten told no, or you have too much experience, or you don't have enough experience, or you have too much education, or you don't have enough education, or whatever it is that is making you feel defeated. Just shake it off. Shake it off and focus on what it is you really want to do. You know, what hours do you want to work? What kind of work do you want to have? And I'm going to say to you that I think something really big is going to happen in a very positive way for you career-wise within 5 weeks.
How nice is that?
All right.
There's a pretty definite card for you. So yeah, Jasmine, if you want a card, just ask, please. And likewise, again, seeing as I can see as a whole bunch of other people have joined us, if you are watching us, understand we do this for free. So we give back to our community tonight. We try to do like 40 readings, there or thereabouts. You know, we'll do as many as we possibly can before stuff starts to leak out of our ears, so to speak. But we are also trying to raise money for a cause which is desperately close to our hearts. We're making Celtica a reality, and you can help us with a donation, and you can make that donation ideally via a super chat. You know, you can do that if you're watching us on the TubeU. The good news is that'll get you to the top of the queue. Well, the top of the queue behind anybody else with a super chat. And I see, oh, there you go. Look at this. Got some nice things happening. Questions. So, yes, please, yeah. Who we got next? Super chat or donate to Celtica, however you want to. Celtica.org. Thank you.
You are up with Maureen.
Hello, Maureen.
For Relationship Love Life.
Relationship Love Life for Maureen. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is a patience card for me. This is, you know, sometimes we can get, you know, how long must we wait? Well, until waiting is done. Okay, you smart house. How long is that? No, you haven't got the point. You know, sometimes we need to just change our focus completely because, you know, How long must we wait until waiting is done? Well, how long is that? No, you're still waiting. You're focused on lack. You are focused on what you don't have, and are therefore in a position of frustration and impatience and etc., etc., etc. That's what I mean by until waiting is done. The moment you change your focus somewhere else, waiting is done. And this person that's come along, I call this my constant gardener card. They've come along, they've raked the ground, they've planted their seeds, they've thinned them out nicely, they've watered them, tended to them, pulled out any little weeds, removed any slugs and snails and other creepy crawlies. What they've not done is sprayed everything with Roundup or stood there pulling on the plant going, come on, you bugger, grow. But look what happened. Look what happened all by itself, simply by being patient and putting one foot in front of the other. So you know, if you're looking to meet somebody, you need to be in a place where meeting can take place, you know. It's hardly going to be the pizza delivery guy, unless it is. But, you know, in which case order a lot of pizza. But, you know, this is your cool one, all right? So really focus on just what is necessary. Be patient, and good stuff will come oozing out of the very fabric of the ether to fill your life with much abundance and joy. So that's my reading. And no, Jasmine, that is not the card for you. You're on the list. It will take a little while. There are several people in front of you. All right. Who we got now?
Well,
it's you next, anyway. There'd be a slight pause while we...
People are asking, Samaj is on the list, and he said that Facebook says you can't receive money from me. Is there a PayPal? So I sent him to Celtica.org's donation page.
Yep, Celtica.org.
Okay.
There you
so
go.
I'm up next with Diane Davies, and she says her question is, what can she do to improve her chances of finding the right home? Now, I'm going to say, again, the group mind thing. So if I pull the world card for you as well, that'll be really funny. But do think about what I told Yvette about expanding the search a little bit wider than you have before. But I'm going to pull a card just for you, Diane. Okay. I think it's very important for you to feel more like you're in control. I feel like something with the realtor or the person that you've submitted your questions to up for your home, they aren't really working for you. Now, I know things are different in the UK than they are in the US. In the US, when a home is going to be sold, there are two kinds of real estate agents involved. The one that's working for the seller and the one that's working for the buyer. I'm not as familiar with how it works in, Wales, but I feel like you don't have the proper advocate, and you need to take a little bit more of this on yourself right now, especially if it's a landlord situation. You really need to get back your control, and don't settle for being told, well, that's just how it is, or no, you can't have that, or so I think yes to everything I told Yvette, but I think for you, it's time to get a little bit tough, time to get a little bit what I call New York. We joke about it when we were going to open a business in the UK, and I was there in Mid Wales with the lawyer, and he said, well, now, ma'am, when would you like this done? And I said, well, I'm from New York, so yesterday. And he said, oh, well, I'm from Mid Wales, so perhaps sometime next week. Okay, but you are going to be the one who calls the shots. So I think that's how you can manage to find the right place, is for you to do more of the legwork. And don't be told no. Like if you say, this is the place I want to see. Oh, you don't want to see that. Yes, I do, right? Maybe they just don't want to drive there, or it's, an inconvenience or whatever. But do what you have to do to see the place you want to see. All right. So I have a little more clarity for you for Eileen.
Eileen is next.
All right.
All
So
right.
Eileen said she has to move,
Okay.
but everything seems to be working against her. There's trouble with finances. There's all kinds of things. And she'd like to know when this will work out.
You're getting a lot of real estate questions tonight,
I
aren't
am.
we? We are. Let's have a look. Let's see what, specifically the when. Oh, God. Not a good card. Difficult one. Difficult. We maybe reevaluate the whole damn situation to the long and the short of it. Because I don't think the path that, maybe there's an inevitability here, but it's certainly not something you want to happen, I feel.
Can I interject?
You can. Go for it.
Eileen, I feel like you've been screwed over, to be honest. I feel like you didn't think you were going to have to move at all, and now you have to move, and you're sucking your breath in, scared to death that you're going to be homeless. You're not, okay? We have to remember that even though this card has a black sky, there are blue skies rising, and the guy has his fingers crossed. So you've got some tricks up your sleeve. You're not going to be homeless. And 10s are 1s, which are new beginnings.
What's that completion?
And completion. And the swords are about action. So much like I said to Yvette and Diane, take action. Start your own search. Be mindful. And most of all, be positive. Do not give up. Do not give in. The right place is there for you.
Just try to start calling your own shots. Yeah, I think there's a sense of foreboding, as Lisa says with you, a sense of foreboding where it's like, oh God, it doesn't have to be that way. We've definitely got a new day breaking here. And sometimes wiping the entire slate clean can be a really good thing. It's a reset, it's a regroup, it's a reevaluation. Don't envy you. I really don't envy you, but there is a positive solution here. You've just got to, what's the word I'm looking for? Find your voice. I really feel find your voice. And don't just lie down and let things run over you. Okay? I think that's so important.
All right. So I don't know whose turn that really was. We kind of did it together, but
technically it's yours next.
Next up is Angela. Will her friend be okay? So Angela, this is for you. Will your friend be okay? Absolutely.
It's good we didn't pull the 10 of swords for that one.
Gets by with a little help from their friends. Again, it's really interesting how things work out. And I feel like I want to say again that, second opinions are a good thing. And that you got to hang in there and look for a balance. So maybe your friend is really in need of a change of a doctor or a change of attitude. But I think financially things are going to be absolutely okay. And otherwise, I think they just have to figure out their critical path analysis, right?
Yes.
Like, what am I doing first? What am I doing second? What am I doing third? And how do I get where I'm going? And then once they get that down, they'll be all right.
Best possible use of all available resources there. I think that's important.
So
who we got now?
You're up with Raphael. I don't think they asked a question.
No, just hi. So Raphael, you're just going to get a card. Oh, Fish Boy. This is my Piscean card, front and center. So maybe we're dealing with some emotional things. And with Pisces, things like go to 11 man, the interpretations, they can love deeper, they can feel more, they see more colors. I think, they smell more smells. There's a level of intensity to this. But it's also, there's the possibility of martyr syndrome, which is a Piscean trait as well. I can say that because my mum was a Pisces, bless her. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got dear friends who are Pisces, so it's not a downer on the Pisces side of things, but it's this you know, where things almost get on top of you, and you almost tie yourself to the stake, for want of a better word, set fire to the bushels beneath your feet, and then go, look at me, you buckers, I'm burning. You know, look. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be so absolutely ruddy, fundamentally fatalistic, you know. Chill, ease up, take a chill pill, as the saying goes, you know, and just maybe embrace the amazing, wonderful, artistic, creative stuff, and not the, oh, woe is me, you know, because in the same way as nobody loves deeper, you know, that Piscean trait of nobody can be hurt deeper either, or cut more to the core. So I don't know why this is. I've no idea what your question is, but I'm feeling that these are the things that need to be said at this moment in time. So how are you handling things right now? Are you looking at what's wonderful and good and using your creative abilities, or are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed and like you're tied to the stake, and you know, it's all bad and horrible? What you focus on comes into focus. Understand that much. And creativity can be really good, but you can also, creativity can be negative. You know, you start to manifest and create problems that don't actually exist, you know. You start to perceive difficulties that aren't actually difficulties yet, you know. But they become a difficulty if you really focus on it. So watch your focus, check yourself, as the saying goes, and really focus on what is good and whole and wonderful and joyous. And I think that's will bring you a great deal of joy. Raphael, hope that helps.
All right. Samaj.
Samaj.
Samaj. I've been seeing you a long time.
How are you, mate?
I have Samaj for oh dear. What's going on with all these fives tonight?
A little bit of a struggle. It's just awkward astrologically, isn't it? Sort of.
I think that sometimes we do get all caught up in our would'ves, could'ves, should'ves. And I think for you, it's okay to look backwards a little bit and kind of recap all that you have accomplished, right? All that you have overcome, all that you have built. You know, think about your health, your business, your home, all these things that have been worked on so hard so you could be where you are now. You got this. How hard could it be? You have the experience, you have the know-how, you have the energy, you have the divine connections. Don't get caught up in other people's strife and struggle.
Other people's dramas.
You know, use your experience, your connection, your brilliance, your light, and just get her done, dude.
So there you go. So, Gwap Princess, question is, will me and Dan work out? Question noted. Thank you.
All right. You're up next with Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. Any question?
General. November. What will November bring?
What will November bring? That's for you specifically rather than for everybody, because I don't think Lisa's done a November scopes yet. It's on the list. Step of faith for you, necessary. But I think if you're willing, this could be incredibly awesome. This could be the start of a wonderful, 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 wonderful journey.
You gotta have faith.
But you gotta have faith here. You gotta have faith, as George Michael said, wasn't it? Well, a lot of people said it, but he had a song all about faith. But this also is a key card, and I'll share this one with you because Lisa's done this as well. And again, coming back, I know we're harping on about it, but there seems to be like this over-reading that goes on. And if you go back and you listen to other people's readings, you start to see there's like a theme for the evening. Mm-hmm. And this one is, to me, it's very much reinforcing the message of decluttering. I mean, this person has acquired very, very few needs. They've got all they need in that little knapsack there. It's eminently portable. They can take it with them wherever they go. They do not have 47 storage units sky high full of crap. Okay? They've stopped and smelled the roses. Heck, they've even picked one, you know? And they've got this faithful friend by their side, and they feel the warmth of the sun on their bones, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful. And yeah, so everybody's yelling, oh my God, you idiot. You could fall off the edge there. Come away, you fool. But, the fool's the most joyful one, the wisest one in the deck, curiously enough. So don't get so hung up on other people's perceptions of your actions, if you will, and really allow yourself to find your joy in November. This may involve a step of faith for you, but the fool is assured that should he step off that edge, he will learn to fly or be guaranteed a soft landing. It's inevitable, So there you have it. That's my 2 cents.
All right. I'm up next with Jasmine and her music.
Everybody's asking. Oh, Jasmine wants to know if she's going to get a record deal, actually, if she takes the music seriously.
All right.
You're talking to musos now.
You are. What, Rodea? Okay. All right, there's a few things I want to say to you. Number one, I feel like there's somebody you have to win over. And in order to win that person over, you need to do 2 performances. One is one hell of a cover of one of their favorite artists.
Oh, hey.
And the next is one of your best originals. You've got to get their attention. You've got to show what you're about. You've got to do that song in your style. And then you've got to give them your style in your own music. And this card is a very interesting one. Leo is the actor of the zodiac and the performer. So I do think that this is giving you a solid yes. If you put the energy in, you're going to get payout. The other thing it's warning against is compromising yourself for the spot, meaning don't allow yourself to be bought or prostituted. I don't know why that word is coming in.
Yeah, exposure bucks. You can't pay the rent with them. Yeah, exposure bucks. No,
but I think it is a very serious yes.
Did you see me? Oh, I love it. I'm a Leo. Can you tell? Did you see me? Who we got now?
You're up next with Lisa Michelle.
Lisa Michelle,
who wants information about their newest business venture.
Hello, operator. I need information. Information about your newest business venture. Well, you best get it bloody going. I think we're just like procrastinating.
The planning is over. The
procrastinating a little bit now, aren't we? I need to be totally sure. Yes, but listen, planning is great. Okay, I'm all for it. But you have to understand that no plan survives contact with the enemy. You will need to readjust your plan. You will need to make adjustments as you go. There's a huge, huge amount of untapped potential here. We've got this plowed field that runs from side to side of the whole card. But, come on, we're growing weeds in our hat here and in our horse's head, whatever you call it, bridle thing. I don't know. I don't do horses. I wish I did. But, yeah, you got to put spurs to the horse here and actually get it going because, an idea without a plan is just a wish. But a plan without action, what is that? What is that? So put spurs to horse and get it going. And don't worry if you need to make some adjustments as you go, because I tell you, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. No plan survives contact with the enemy. So you can't cover every single eventuality. Yes, do planning. Have contingency plans. Back up your backups, Make sure that you've got everything lined up and that you've thought about as many scenarios as you can. But ultimately, even the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So make that step.
All right.
All right.
I have Scooter.
Hello, Scooter.
And if I look back, I think Scooter's question is, who is attracted to me?
Scooter, you're wonderful.
And Scooter, when I read the question, the letter J came into my vision.
Hello.
So I think if you are wavering between a J and an S, that you should take the J.
How about, I love it when she pulls that stuff out.
Okay.
Saki asked the question and retracted it.
Well,
so we can't answer
All right,
that.
so J, who's attracted to you? I feel like kind of the underdog. I want to say that You're an interesting kind of blend of person. In other words, you have really high standards, but you also kind of root for the underdog. And I want to be clear that you're not searching for someone you can fix, but you are not too good to withhold help and try to offer somebody energy to help them get fixed. So I think J is a better choice than S, and I think that you may have to put in a little effort to kind of get this person to look forward instead of backwards.
Yeah, their focus is not on the positive side of things right now.
A little depressed.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit, whatever. All right, who we got now?
You're up next with Guap Princess.
Hello.
Who wants to know if her and Dan will work out.
Let's have a look.
I can't see because your screen went out.
Which one of you is the Scorpio? That's what I want to know. This is interesting. Scorpios are an amazingly alluring creatures, I will say that. But of the three water signs, Scorpios are the ones, and Pisces is one of them. We talked about Pisces earlier. But Scorpios like the sea. I mean, Pisces can be the ocean, the sea, the ocean. I mean, like Cancer is the beautiful crystal clear lake that you can, as Lisa says, walk in and look down and see a toe ring. I don't wear a toe ring, but if I did, I suppose I could. You know what you've got. It's very beautiful, likes to be contained, very ordered. Seldom there's a huge storm there. Sometimes, but mostly it's okay. Pisces is the river. Sometimes it can be a little babbling brook. Sometimes it can be a raging torrent. Sometimes it can be slow, and sometimes it can be, deep and moving and, changeable. Scorpio, the ocean. You do not know what lies beneath. And they can, he's a Scorpio. Well, there you bloody go then. I love it. I love it when we get all this stuff come together.
I'm going to say, you want to know if you're going to work out. I think the better question is, do you really want this to work out?
Well, okay.
Scorpion and the turtle.
Oh dear, I love it. What's Aaron saying? I love how they nail it. Go on. You are so on point. So Scorpio it's just like the ocean, and they can be amazingly alluring, but the ocean can be a beautiful place, and there's wonderful ozone by the shore and all that sort of stuff. It can wreck the hell out of ships as well.
Deep dark secrets, man.
Yeah. So difficult, and they're intense. There's an intensity about that. So as Lisa says, is that what you want? Is it? Is it what you want?
Guap, are you Taurus?
Me too. I was going to say he was a Scorpio, but changed my mind. That was cool. So what are you then? Yeah, come on.
If you're a Taurus, you have a chance. If not, you got to think about it.
Actually, you know what? You're bloody right, because two of our closest friends in the UK,
they're opposite signs.
Scorpio and Taurus, and my gosh, they work out really well. Yes, she's a Taurus.
Then you're okay.
So there you go. There's going to be an intensity to this.
But it's going to be deep and...
No, a Virgo. That's okay. That's okay. Virgo's not too terrible.
Well, Virgo's an earth sign, but
critical though.
I'll tell you what you have to do is never judge what they say or do, or
That's not going to happen for a Virgo.
Oh.
The most judgmental sign on the planet.
Don't outwardly judge, because again, the story of the scorpion and the turtle keep coming, so I'll tell it.
Tell it. I'm going to put the card down.
So you are the turtle.
Scorpio.
You are the turtle, and the Scorpio is the scorpion, and you're on the edge of the river, and the river is wide and rushing. So the scorpion says, "Hey, turtle, let me get on your back so I can get across the river." And you say, "Well, that would be insane, because if I bring you across the river, you'll sting me in the neck, and I'll drown." And the scorpion says, Well, I wouldn't be asking for safe passage if that was my plan. I mean, if I sting you in the neck and you drown, I'll drown too, and that's the whole point of me asking if I could get on your back. So the turtle / Virgo thinks it over and says, okay, well, that sounds logical. Sure, come on. They get out into the middle of the river. What happens? Scorpio stings the turtle in the neck. Turtle looks at the scorpion and says, "Oh my God, what the hell did you do that for? Now we're going to die." And the scorpion says, "Well, you knew I was a scorpion when you let me get on your back." So it's not my fault, it's yours.
Mm.
So I think you have to really be careful regarding judgment or judging and focus on what's right for you. But this could be difficult for you to cope with.
Could be, but you know, Scorpios are alluring, so she's looking like she really wants the relationship. So, you know, hey, don't say we weren't warned.
Kitty can be the most wonderful, sweet little nudge and the most impossible arse. Okay.
Yes.
So Erin said if we had time, could we please talk about what November has to bring for her? Because positive energy won't pay the bills.
Well, I think she was just reinforcing. She was reinforcing what we were saying to Jasmine. Yeah, you know, exposure books, positive energy won't pay the bills.
Here, if you have time, can I be added to the end for what November will bring?
Yeah. But we were talking more about Jasmine's thing then, you know, and exposure books, you know, and she said positive energy won't pay the bills. Well, it's true. And we actually have another one. I'm a new sub. May I ask you a question? Well, Farid, of course you may ask a question. We'd be delighted to answer it. We'll stick you on the list. Please ask your question.
All right. So, Erin, this is for you. Man, it's going to be work. You got the 8 of coins before, and now you have the 10 of wands. But you're managing. It is going to be difficult, but you can find joy in the difficulty, right? You can laugh at what comes next and be like, all right, well, if that's the way you want it, I can do that too. Oh, and you wanted to have me jump through the hoop and it's smaller? Oh, I know where the hoop is and I know where the boundaries are. Oh, you wanted to do me to jump backwards through the hoop naked and you're going to light it on fire? I got this. So just know that you're up for it. And again, like I was telling Samaj, you have experience, you have put in a lot of energy, you have accomplished a lot of things. You have the strength of the strength card here to carry it through, so you'll be fine.
All right. Farid, what should I expect to happen in relation with Xenon in the upcoming days? Xenon. What a cool name.
Well, it's your turn.
All right. If I've said that correctly, I do apologize because I'm hopeless at it. Well, this is really interesting. Again, we've got the 9. Well, let's say again. This is the first time this has come up tonight, but this is again about perception. And yeah, you know, just be mindful. I don't know who the hell Yuri Elf that is, but you know, I don't know if that's even a question. So moving on. This what we actually have here is somebody who's still standing. You know, yeah. The thing is, here I go again, another bloody losing battle, another fight, another you know, tough, hard time of it. Doesn't have to.
Just don't keep reading.
Yeah, you can't carry on with that. So. Yeah, you're still standing, okay? And your defenses are still very much intact. You're on the outside here. And, yeah, it's okay. It doesn't have to be tough. I think, yes, speak softly.
Yes,
and carry
this is for Frey. We got
slightly.
We got trolled.
Sidetracked.
We're not paying attention to a troll. He has no idea what we're doing or what we're about. So don't pay any attention to the troll. And this is what
to expect
Xenon.
In relation with Xenon in the upcoming days. So this is very much about perception. I'm not sure which one of you is the perceiving. Here I go again, another bloody losing battle. But I feel that it doesn't have to be that. The perception is not the case here. All right, this isn't a losing battle because you've obviously not lost. You're still standing. You know, yeah, okay, we've got a few battered and bruised sort of scars, if you will, but the defences are still intact and we're still outside of it, we're still on guard and it's all good. So yeah, there may have been challenges, but if you continue to prepare for war, you can't know peace. So it's essential for you to really get your focus. And if this is the other person that's feeling this way, it's essential that you try and bring them up, hoist them a little, inspire them a little, you know?
All right. So he's saying deception. the card is not so much about deception as it is protection,
Yes.
right? So a lot of times when people are hurt or are carrying something from the past, they build a wall and stand behind it and no one can reach them. This person, Xenon, has had negative experiences in the past and they have battle wounds, but they are standing outside of the wall. They are reachable, but there are boundaries that you're going to have to earn your way across. So it's not so much deception as it is protection.
Yeah, let me just fix this here. Okay.
Okay.
Job done. So yeah, this is not a bad card. Okay, this is a card about really. There you go, for 300 seconds. So it's nice that you can do that. I've learned this stuff.
Oh, you can get rid of trolls.
Yeah, you can time them out. You can time
cool.
them out if they're being annoying. So there you go. Yeah, Farid. If this is a question, what to expect. Don't expect the hard time. Yeah, change your expectation because it's actually good. You're still there. Yama ohid, as they say. Ngoida palben popis.
Now, believe it or not, Shauna wants to know about a new home. Now, Shauna, you know how we always say there's like this oversoul energy of the group? So if you scroll back, quite a few people have asked tonight about moving or a new place. So I'm certainly going to give you an individual reading because each person here is an individual. But it may be that some of the inspiration or energy that came through for other people in this group could be used to your best advantage as well. So I have Shauna and then I have Melanie, who's also asking about a move.
I love it.
All right.
The world is focused on real estate.
Shauna, I think that this idea of moving is both creating a feeling of excitement and bliss and a deep feeling of loss and fear. So I feel like there are a lot of sentimental kind of things attached to where you're living now. You know, like you walk into a room and you have a memory in that room. And you walk into the next room and there's something about the energy in that room, or someone who's not here anymore built something or did something. And I want you to realize that whatever it is that is the sentiment of that place is within your heart, not in the fabric of the building.
Exactly.
So if you move, that memory cannot be erased. And you can make new memories in a new place. So your first step is to detach from where you are in order to find just the perfect place for you to move to.
I want to chime in with that as well, because emotional attachment can sometimes be, like a lodestone around your neck. You start to perceive, I could never give this up. I could never give this up. I could never give this up. And it's not giving it up. Your emotions, your memories, your precious stuff stays with you wherever you go. Watch the emotional attachment, because sometimes it can really stop you from going forwards and something that's even better around the corner, because you're focused on on loss rather than on potential gain.
All right. You're up next for Melanie, who's thinking of moving to New Mexico. Any thoughts?
Well, if we get the Knight of Cups here. Well, no, actually, we get the King of Wands, which is kind of cool. So this to me, this card, I can't pick this card up with going the King of Wishful Thinking. And the wishful thinking is, well, every go, oh, that's unrealistic. You're wishful thinking. You're daydreaming. You're wishful thinking. Away, away, away. If you don't have a wish, you cannot make a wish come true. And part of the process of manifestation is really visualizing what it is that you want to happen. Because when you know what good looks like, you can get there. You know, if you've no idea what good looks like, if you can't name it, you cannot control it. If you can't define it, which is what the name does, you cannot access it. You know, it's beyond the reach. It's still up in the supernals somewhere. You know, it's the potential for it is there, but the potential has not yet been declared. So the wishful thinking is very much about the process of manifestation, the beginning of the process of manifestation. Maybe a vision board for you might be a wonderful thing to do here, to actually take some pictures, you know, of adobe structures or whatever it is.
I have a friend in Santa Fe who's also a
you
Leo.
go. Yeah.
A Leo.
God, I love New York. The Northeast just feels like home. It does.
Anyway,
I like
Melanie,
New York.
he's a Leo, Virgo, Pisces, and I'm sure he would help you with talking about places and where to go and where to stay away from.
Yes.
He's Leo, Pisces rising.
Hope you like
Virgo moon,
lizards.
I think.
I think there's lizards in New Mexico. But yeah, no, this is actually good. So for me, yeah, visualize what it is you want. Know what you're aiming for. Know where you're going. You don't have to have a precise route mapped out yet. You've just got to know what good looks like. So I think this is a good card. That would be mine. And GD would like to be added to the list.
Okay, what's
And I
the
think
question?
we're getting close. If you have a question, GD, throw it in real
Right,
quick.
because this will be the last one.
Oh, that's it. We're done.
Well,
yeah.
it's like
Okay. Well,
almost
it is
7, so-
almost. It is almost 7 o'clock.
We've done our hour, even though we started a little
I
late.
know.
but
I
we'll
need
do
something
one
to
more.
drink. I'm so hoarse.
We'll do one
here.
more.
Go on then. Quickly. But we'll summarise while we're waiting for GD's question. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Even the trolls, we love them. I think God just joined the chat. It's possible. You know, we do invoke our gods quite often. It has to be said. So, yeah.
GD says,
Thank you. You're very welcome. But
please know what are the Virgo G's next
I didn't
actions.
see that. Just come up.
All right.
What are the Virgo? It's the Virgo G's next
She's a
actions
Virgo
towards
person
me.
with a letter G. What is their
Virgo
next
G's
action
action
towards GD?
There's a G and a G. GG. I don't
it's
know.
my turn.
It is. You can do that. So, yeah. Have at it.
They are willing to invest time and effort and energy. They are not looking for a quick wine me, dine me kind of thing. They are looking for a long-term relationship. They are not going to move quickly, and you cannot push them. Right? So they are willing to make an investment. They want to know you. They want to know all your likes and dislikes. They may become a pedantic pain in your butt because they'll say, but last time you said blah, blah, blah. Just do your best and let the seed grow. You know, many times I tell people, look, if your goal is to have an ear of corn and you plant the seed for the stalk of corn, and every time the little blade of grass comes up, you pick it, you will never get the ear of corn. This is a person that you're going to have to, you know, wait for the silk, really. You're going to have to be patient. But they are willing to invest time and effort and energy. They may annoy you because they may not, speak to you every day, but there is going to be value in what they say. You're just going to have to get into their pace.
GD is a Taurus, and she's her first initial is mine, just as mine is. I'm a Taurus. So
Okay.
GD is a Taurus, and
All right.
G is a Virgo. So yeah.
All right, so two earth signs do really well together.
Not utterly incompatible.
No,
Yeah,
no.
absolutely.
Taurus is an earth sign ruled by Venus, and Virgo is an earth sign ruled by Mercury. So Virgo likes to talk, Virgo likes to nitpick. Taurus just says, look, once I've made up my mind, I've made up my mind. Virgo says, mind. Oh, we have to talk about things, So, yeah.
We need to talk. No, we don't.
Yeah, exactly. So they are willing, though. They are willing to invest time, effort, and energy, and you're going to have to sync with their pace or you'll lose them.
Keep it classy.
You can't push them.
Keep it classy as well. I think that would be my...
They're not in for a quick wine me, dine me. They're in for a long term. So.
Exactly. Well, thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you to the people who gave us super chats and donations.
Thank you so much
Celtica.
for giving us. It's not too late if you wanted to throw us a super chat now. Just as a token of gratitude.
And we're going to try to keep up with this last Wednesday of the month.
Yes.
And do our best with that.
Yes.
To have our live chats the last Wednesday of the month. And we do have Psychic Fair coming up Saturday. The last Saturday of the month is always Psychic Fair. Readings are $10 for 10 minutes.
Yes.
And we'll have 5 or 6 psychics on for that from 12 to 5 at the shop in person.
All right.
So if not, if you can't make it in, we don't do phone readings on Psychic Fair Day, but you can always hang out till next month.
And we don't take appointments for Psychic Fair as well.
Walk-ins only, cash only, first come, first serve. 5
minutes late for a 10-minute appointment, the whole day has gone for a ball of chalk, really. So, we love you more, Eric. Thank you so much.
All right. So we'll see all you guys soon.
Is Lisa doing readings again? We're working towards it. We're working to try and knit a hole in a schedule kind of thing. So we're getting there. I feel
okay to do these little quick one-card readings. Not that I don't take them seriously, but it's much easier to just go in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm really not feeling confident to do half-hour sessions yet, but I'm really looking forward to getting back to my work. My life has been quite disrupted. But
there's been a few curveballs, but we batted them away.
Like Pam said, no more Hotel Vassar for me. That's the local hospital. I don't want to go there anymore.
It's very nice,
but I'm still working through a couple of things. I have several different things. So the heart thing seems to have gotten under control, but I still have the possibility of 2 other surgeries. So I don't want to make promises I can't keep, so I haven't opened my book up yet.
Yes. But keep sending the positive vibes to us. We do appreciate that. So thank you for everybody who sent us the wonderful healing energies and all that good stuff.
But I will say, Gilda, call the shop and go on the waiting list, because some of my clients really won't see anybody else. And I appreciate that. I understand that. I respect that, whatever. So if you don't want to talk to anybody else and you only want to talk to me, you should probably go on my waiting list, and people will be put in order of the waiting list so that you don't have to wait a month longer even after I open my book up,
As you do.
Because I'll probably only start back 1 or 2 days a week.
All right. So that's us for this evening. Unfortunately, we've got Sanya who's just joined us and dilating $1 short.
I'll do it really quick.
You're going to do it? All right, Sanya.
His feelings for me? He's going to send you some serious signals over the next couple of days. I think that, again, this kind of is the relationship worth having, is the one to be patient about.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So don't pressure. Don't pressure. Just be open to receiving signals.
All righty. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you, everybody who sent the very generous super chats. They're not for us. It goes to Celtica, which we are working to make a reality as hard as we can. So thank you so much for that. If you went on and sent us a PayPal donation via the Celtica website also, that's fantastic. So thank you. We appreciate it so much. We really do. And we love doing this.
Oh, you're welcome, Shauna. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for all that. Oh, look, she's saying love it.
All right.
Thank you for the positive vibes, everybody. It's been a joy. If you like what you see, please do like, comment, and subscribe. We are working on a video which we should have edited and up in the next couple of days or so.
Which is the story of how we get our pottery.
Oh, we went on a pottery adventure, and so we've got some precious footage which we've got to edit. But my computer was away in the computer hospital, but it's back.
It's back, right. So now we did our rockumentary about our crystal buying for the holidays, and now we've done pottery buying, and I think that the girls put up a couple pictures on our Facebook page of the things we got in. They put up a picture of worry stones, and then I think Jen put up a picture of a couple of little cats and candle snuffers and things. And there's some really wonderful,
it's got some weird and wonderful and quirky
and
stuff.
An amazing amount of rocks in the shop. So,
and it's all reasonably priced. Believe me.
Come on in and have a look. And then in a few days, well, hopefully at least by the beginning of next week, we'll have the next YouTube exciting installment of purchasing for the holidays.
Indeed. All right. So thank you so very, very much for watching it. We appreciate that. And have a beautiful evening. I need something to drink. I really
Peace
do.
and blessings. We'll see you tomorrow morning.